So, bro, like, what like is like the most bullshit bag? Like, have you like gotten one of those bags that you get the weed in, and it looks all colorful and pretty, and you bust open the bag, expecting on it to be some fucking exotics? Like, wow, you expect to get punched in the motherfucking mouth.
You talking about the ones like they got the peanut butter on it?
Yeah, it just got all type of different shit, and then you expect to get punched in the face with the exotic smell of this extremely rare ganja.
The spirit of the marijuana gods.
I promise, you expect the Kush guys to touch your nose. You know what I'm saying? And you open the bag, and you find yourself having to put the bag all the way up to your nose in order to get the smell. It shouldn't happen like that, man. You should open the bag, and it should just be like, poof. You know what I'm saying? Exoticness all around. Everybody in the room can smell.
And then they overcharge you. Like, am I buying the bag? Like, what's going on?
You are purchasing that motherfucking bag, nigga. I promise, dog. Okay. So, I guess it's go time, man. As you all may or may not know, this is the Wake and Bake podcast where we get a little high, talk a little shit. You know what I'm saying? I got a clip right here. I'm rolling up a blunt as we speak. This nigga Bones just grabbed his blunt. You know what I'm saying? We gonna fire up, talk a little shit, man. Early in the morning, man. We need y'all to wake up with us each and every Saturday morning, man. We gonna be here for you guys, dog. Get high, smoke one for your mans. Shout out to each and every state that has recreational weed. And if you don't, I'm sorry. You should come visit Detroit. And so, I guess with no further ado, what's your name, buddy? What? I got my good friend here.
The Lovely Bones, man. You know who I am, man. Stop it.
Okay, the Lovely Bones, man. And my name is Jay Focus. You might not know, man. I just want to make sure they know. Because the last episode, we had my homie Smoke, you know what I'm saying, stop through. And he talked a little bit of shit with me, you know what I'm saying? Or we shot the shit, smoked a little good weed, you know. But, you know, I'm sorry to have called you here under such trying times. Because the entire country is pretty much in a disarray. Everything is, you know, everybody flipping shit upside down on behalf of George Floyd for his just open murder, his assassination. You know what I'm saying? Like, them people was on the payroll when they went and killed that man. You know what I'm saying? And the Asian guy stood watch, and his two buddies held him down on the bottom, and it didn't even look like he needed to be held down. Wasn't he like cuffed?
Yes, he was cuffed. They did say he was cuffed, and I also heard that the police who did that he might have worked with him, worked with George.
I think it was like he was like a bouncer or something at a nightclub. I think they said. Yeah, I heard about that. And so that was just a super duper tragic event that, like, even. Oh, actually, today I just read breaking news that the other officers involved are actually going to be charged in that whole situation. They weren't at first, but I think it's more of like a saving face at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Do something, even if it's that. You got to do something.
True. Eventually, you have to do it, but it's like, do we give them clout for it? Like,
and I will say this too. For a lot of the time, and let me say this first.
What?
I'm not a person who get into like politics and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's just like not my thing. Like sometimes I have my certain views, I still won't speak out on it because that's just not
right.
That's just not what I want to talk about in conversations.
Understood.
You know what I mean?
Understood. Some conversations just not meant for me.
You know what I'm saying? The whole black versus the racism thing. I just don't. A whole Republican, Democrat. Is the world going to end tomorrow? I just don't involve myself in those conversations. But I kind of knew
publicly, or you just
publicly.
Right.
But of course, I have my views, obviously. But I knew black people was gonna eventually riot. Like how long they think this gonna happen before niggas start tearing shit up? You know what I'm saying?
Period.
And it's still kind of like ain't even got to the peak yet.
It's nowhere near.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna get my conspiracy theory back real fast. I'm sorry, but Anonymous came out and they made a message. They said, we not playing with you niggas. We are exposing the corruption within Minneapolis. It's too bad here in specific. You know what I'm saying? So they're about to do some digging. And I think some names is going to get put out there. Because for those that listen to the show that aren't familiar, Anonymous is a group of hackers who have repeatedly published sensitive information, made it available to the public. The anonymous version of Edward Snowden, if you will. So I think a lot's gonna happen, man, really soon. I think some information is gonna come out.
But this George Floyd, it really didn't hit me until. Cause I'm like, man, they just killed another black dude. That junk do happen all the time. But then, like, it came on the news, and my son was watching while I was working, and he was asking me what was going on, and I was telling him, like, you know, the police killed a black man. Sometimes, you know, a lot of times, you know, the police killed. Just explaining to him everything that's going on, and it tripped him out.
Right.
He was like, "Whoa! So wait, I thought the police were supposed to be good." That's what my 8-year-old said. I thought the police were supposed to be good. I'm a black boy. And that shit fucked me up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That shit fucked me up. I'm like, damn, like.
Yeah, man,
when that shit really hit home.
You
like,
gotta have
damn,
those real
dog.
talks now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you as a black father of a black child has to have those real discussions. Like, I, you know, as a single not parent, can only imagine going and having to talk to him about such a real thing. Like, in a real world, like it just don't seem like it's a real thing, and that's why he was so blown away. Like, I could imagine.
Yeah, like,
you know?
the police supposed to be rescuing us.
Yeah,
I mean, he might kill me,
and you telling me to be careful around them. Wow, you know what I'm saying?
You know
like,
what I mean?
It's nuts. But at the same time, I could, like I said, only really imagine having to break down and have that conversation, and I think it definitely opens up like a bunch of other conversations that need to be had. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, for one, accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, it's a bunch of people in the world right now who still today will sit here and piss on your leg and tell you it's raining. You know what I'm saying? And will go, but if, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even like a thing to consider. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people, these undercover racists, you know what I'm saying? Like, they disguise, I guess, their racism under like a veil of naivete. You know what I'm saying? Like, they act naive as like it's some kind of like, but it's not a cloak. Like, it's not a way to hide or for you to like be silent about the issue.
Right.
For you to act like you don't know this kind of stuff is happening.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too widespread. The country is built on the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we literally are walking around and you can still see things slaves made. Period. With their hands. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get those people. You know what I'm saying? All lives matter. Huh? If all lives matter, we'd be outraged that white people are being killed right now. But we're not.
Right.
It's not about fucking you. You know what I'm saying? It's not about all lives.
But I think that's just a little a spectacle, because I don't think all Caucasian people are like that.
Not all of them are.
And I do think, even in our generation, I do think it's a lot of people who really be like, you know what, they are on some bullshit. You know what I mean?
Of course.
In our generation.
It's always been John Brown's. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know who John Brown was one of the people who used to help slaves escape. Way back when, he used to help slaves escape, and he literally was like kicking in doors, shooting motherfuckers. Like, he was not playing when it came to liberating and helping liberate black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have allies.
That shit ain't right.
We've always had allies.
But back to accountability,
Mm-hmm.
sending those officers to jail, to prison, and putting them under the prison, is that enough accountability?
It isn't, because we've seen it happen too often. Like, people, like, it's happening to the point where now, I think people, the government is probably tapping into even companies, and even these companies are trying their best to save their own face by going. Bank of America just said, "Hey, we're gonna give $1 billion to black people." You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's trying to like wise up to our injustices. You know what I'm saying? We've been through so fucking much,
Right.
And now it's kind of like, how much do we expect them to take? How long before they run into our building? And we was just watching Joker, right? Yeah. What was like one of the themes throughout Joker? Kill the rich. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, how long before these people decide to run into our headquarters?
The people who we built this on their back.
Right. We built this on the misfortunes of their parents and their parents' parents. You know what I'm saying?
Without them,
period. We wouldn't even have our shit. So now everybody's trying to cave in. Oh, let's appease black folks. We gotta appease those black folks because they just might rise up. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like they better.
Everybody better fucking do something.
Yeah.
The silence is not enough. Silence is fucking agreeing to the ops.
And it's crazy. And maybe it was like that before, but tell all your friends, get strapped.
Hey man, niggas need guns. Niggas need guns, man. For real, it's go time. It's go time, and you gotta learn how to use them. The important part of having a gun, ladies and gentlemen, is knowing the utility of it. Do not get a gun that you don't know how to use. You heard all these raps about Dracos, and you don't know that the kickback will break your fucking wrist if you ain't holding it right. It's things you gotta learn before you get these guns, folks. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed. Smack yourself in the face.
Man, for real. I've seen too many videos of that. And I'm like, nobody told this man because nobody around him even knew. Or they was idiots. One or the other. And they ain't help their mans out. Like, slime. Now, I remember seeing that one video where the guy gets smacked with the shotgun. He held it with one hand. And it was like, the guy who was filming it took his other hand away from the gun. Like, no, I don't. Don't hold it with two hands. That look whack. Hold it with one. You know what I'm saying? So I can film this. Like, those are the kind of people that a lot of motherfuckers have around. So, hey, if you got one of them friends around, get him from around you. But, yes, accountability, man. It's important. It's huge. We have to hold people accountable who are not saying anything. We have to hold people accountable for the years and years and years of bullshit and murder, pay contract killings that they've been motherfucking doing on black people this entire time, even after we built the country for them. Even after all of that, they still can't just appreciate. You know what? We ain't gonna give them no reparations. We ain't gonna give them nothing that they deserve. So let's at least treat them okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the very minimum of what you could do.
And you don't even want to do that.
And you can't even fucking go there. God damn, man. Accountability, folks. Very important.
Accountability.
Everybody has to be accountable or the accountability system don't even work. Really. So we all have to start being accountable for our own actions and anything else outside of that. You know what I'm saying? That we can control. You know, sometimes our kids are being little assholes in stores and smacking shit off counters and doing all kinds of wild shit. You can control that. You know what I'm saying? You can say, hey man, you gotta cut that out.
Right, that's some bullshit.
Period. You know you can help control that, man. Anything that's within our control, man, we hold ourselves accountable. So you assholes who don't control your kids in fucking stores, accountability. Shit, man.
Gotta move on,
man. No, we don't, man. And I'm not saying like us as our show, but us as a people.
We definitely can't move on.
When these guys, now that they're like they bumped up the original cops charged to manslaughter. Second degree murder now too.
Right, because it was third degree murder first,
right.
which is
basically manslaughter. Right. So now that they've done this little saving of face gesture, we can't forget next week. Like, this can't end. Like, it was people in Brazil going hard, man, for like a long time. Still to this day, like, they be getting together and fighting for their injustices, man. And that's the thing. Other countries, it just seems like they're just more willing to stick with it. And they get theirs eventually. Like, maybe because it's only them there.
We need somebody who is the type of person that is be on the front line to like speak for all of us too, like a Malcolm X or a Martin Luther King or something like that in these times. Because I don't think we have.
I don't think we have.
I think the closest thing like Jay did what he did. You know what I mean?
Jay's always been doing stuff though.
So
he's one of our leaders. I can count on him for actions. I don't count on him to go to the rallies and talk. I count on him to go do shit. So we also would need a figurehead though who would go to those rallies, you know what I'm saying, and be with the people, you know, throughout this whole situation too. Yeah. So we do need somebody like that that'll go out there and be in the front lines for sure. I can appreciate everything that Jay's been doing this whole time. And then speaking of Jay, are the Knicks gonna be in the NBA when it comes back? Like, are they one of the teams that got knocked off?
They have been abysmal.
I mean, the Nets, the Brooklyn Nets.
It depends on how they do the format. They was trying to do a play-in format with like the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th seeds play each other, something like that for the 7th and 8th seeds. Like they play each other,
right?
Or they was gonna eliminate the conference. The Nets are 7th seed in the West. They got an injury, Kyrie Irving injured Kevin Durant.
Damn.
Yeah, but Kevin Durant, he got injured when he was with Golden State in the championship, remember?
Oh, okay. Right.
So he suddenly came back, but it's been so long, he should be
healthy
ready now.
Right.
He should be.
Right.
But if he come back now, it's kind of like, how would you do that? Because it's kind of unfair in a sense. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like,
what you mean?
Like, your team been trash all year. And then, boom, you just put the best player in the world on there. You just drop him on there. Oh, COVID-19. But if you do that, do you want to, like, because if they get rid of conferences, the Nets will play the Lakers.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's LeBron versus KD.
Right,
like,
immediately, right. Yeah.
No, man, not the first round.
Yeah.
Not the first round, bro.
That'd be a wild first round, too. Like, I completely feel where you're coming from. I definitely don't think I'd like to see that game so early, man. But it'll definitely get another heavy hitter out the way. I guess it'll give it more of a chance for another team outside of the usual suspects to win. Really,
it kind of makes
makes
the bigger teams. It kind of make it more harder for them. Because they got to play like the Lakers would technically have to play Giannis and...
No, and that's what I'm saying. Like, later in the season, it just seems like the teams would be... For instance, a KD wouldn't be available. You know what I'm saying? Like, he would have been knocked out in the first round if he was going to get knocked out.
Right.
If LeBron didn't... You know what I'm saying? Like, if they're playing the Lakers. So, that means it's a lot of heavy hitters that could possibly get taken out in the first round. That way, you can go to the lesser star players, you know what I'm saying, eventually later down the line.
The lower markers and shit.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that could work in two different directions.
And they said it's like, they basically trying to format it like soccer. They trying to move it in that direction within the next couple of years. But they're going to have to add some more teams, or they're going to have to bring in some world teams or something, you know what I mean?
Most certainly. But I'm a football guy, but not a soccer guy. Like, I'm not talking about soccer when I say football, but
man, soccer
I barely know about soccer, so don't go there. I'm talking to you as like a casual watcher. You know what I'm saying? We back though, but yeah, man, I don't really watch soccer like that, so don't break down like the rules of how soccer then start going back to basketball. You know what I'm saying? I casually watch basketball.
It's the format of the playoffs.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just the format.
Okay.
It's just like with the NFL. It's a certain format that the NFL got. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. There you have it. So, so what? They saying they testing the players. They doing all type of wild shit. They ain't gonna have no fans. It's not gonna be empty.
It's gonna be empty.
Okay. Well, you know.
But I'm sure with technology at, they're gonna put it to where fans can have some way where fans can engage.
Man, they need some kind of like outdoor court, man. Just make it an outdoor court where everybody's far from each other.
Outdoor and inside gym is two different things, bro.
It is though. It is two environments.
Yeah. Even sometimes the place you playing at inside matter. Like if you playing in Denver, it's a high elevation, so nigga, you might be breathing different. You're running up and down the court. You know what I mean?
Right. And I mean, well, I can dig it, dog. I'm definitely in for the season starting back up. I know it's just not a lot of shit on TV right now. I'm definitely looking forward to some kind of action in sports, like soon. Like y'all niggas need to hurry up.
I can dig it.
I'm tired, man.
Freddie Gibbs, man.
Oh shit, nigga, that new motherfucking Gibbs, baby. I wish we could play some of it, but they gonna flag this video on YouTube. So we just gonna talk about it, man. Top to bottom, what was like your first major impression? I know we do our Was That Trash segment, and where we will talk about something when we first hear it, and then after we hear it, we'll come back to it, and then we'll present that all in the same episode. But this was not one of those occasions. We weren't together when we first heard this. I definitely was at the crib. I didn't even think about it or consider it.
I didn't even know this dropped, man.
Right.
At
yeah,
first.
I had to send him the text and let him know that this was out. This new motherfucking heat rock. You know what I'm saying? From the boy Freddie. The new album off of returning off of Bandana, and the beats from Bandana, which were also like a show in its own right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what was your first impression, man? What were you thinking at first?
I think he stick to the same format that he usually do.
It worked.
And kind of elevated at the same time, you know what I'm saying? With his rap schools and everything. The beats, I don't want to sound... It just sounded like Freddie in a different beat selection bag. Because this is with The Alchemist.
So I was listening to Joe Budden podcast last week. I think it was Saturday's episode. And they called him. And he was pretty much like, this is my response to all the haters talking shit, talking about some I can only rap good on Mad Lib beats. So he said he had to come back with a whole project and give it to him like this, man. I really appreciated Alchemist. I really appreciated him picking Alchemist. Just after hearing The Price of Tea in China, the album from Bodie James.
Okay.
And him collaborating with Alchemist there. It was refreshing to hear him again, like so soon. You know what I'm saying? On the same type of grimy style type
underground.
Sound. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's Alchemist all day though. Like that's just the type of producer he is, and that's why he just fit so well with Freddie. I see. This would let me know. Bandana did it before, but this kind of reinforced it. Real rap is back. Nigga, hold on, wait, ear horns. Real rap is motherfucking back, ladies and gentlemen. I really do feel like that, man. Bars are here. Rappers, like every artist that he had on his features.
Benny the
Butcher, Tyler the Creator,
Conway
the Machine, and that was it. And Alchemist. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was pretty much it. Like, from top to bottom, 1985. I like that song. I could do without it, though.
It's cool.
Yeah.
God is perfect. I'm rocking.
Super rocking, nigga. Microphone check 1, 2, mic check it. Check out the nigga, that shit was hot. And dog, come on, look at me, Scotty Beam. Come on, man. Oh, I forgot Ross. Shout out to Ross.
Oh, right, he got Ross on there. Right, he got Ross.
Ross was on Scotty Beam. Right after God is Perfect. Amazing track to me, cause I want me a Scotty Beam as well. So I could definitely rock through the whole shit. I'm with this shit. Look at Me is it that song?
It grew on me. It grew on me. It took me a minute.
This nigga Benny said.
Oh no, the song with Benny the Butcher, man. Frank Lucas, bro.
This nigga Benny said it was either law school or dog food. Like what, nigga?
What did he say? What do you say? I'm in the top drop. What do you say in the Beamer with the? What do you say?
Right. No, the flow was crazy.
Yeah,
I know what
that
about.
rhyme scheme was nuts. That rhyme scheme was dope, bro.
Dog. Something
to rap about.
Slammer. Love that shit. Smoke to it. every day since it came out.
That was an out of the box collab too.
I wasn't expecting it, but I heard that he was working with Alchemist a lot. Tyler, the creator. You know what I'm saying? So it
makes sense.
Yeah, so that definitely seemed like it was going to happen eventually.
Tyler be working with different people and be just sounding so dope.
He like fucking Cali.
Like the fact that you can work with a Freddie Gibbs and a Playboy Cardi in both of them songs is fire. Like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Period. Yeah, no, the range.
You know what I mean?
The range.
This shit's wild. Baby shit, I can do it.
Baby shit is hard to me. It grew on me. Babies and Fools, super hard. Skinny Should was one of those grow on me tracks.
Okay.
And All Glass, I still don't really super. Yeah, I don't really super rock with All Glass.
But man, this dude is so consistent, bro. Like,
oh, you see that released on ESGN? I'm pretty sure that's his label.
Like, man,
ESGN. It's in the game. But no, this was an immaculate album. Not as good as Bandana. I don't think my first listen. I thought it was as good as Bandana.
I think that Bandana is a lot more raw. Mm. And this one, it sounded a little bit more...
Honestly, it sounded too similar.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say similar. Yeah. The formatting of it was like exactly the same.
I ain't gonna say it's better. It's just the production is different. You know what I'm saying? It's just the production. It's like you got the... It's like the Alchemist version of Bandana.
I'm about to say, it's part 2.
You know what I mean?
This was really Bandana 2. Sorry, Freddie.
You know what I mean? But
that's what I got from it too.
This dude is too consistent, man.
He's consistent.
He's my top 5 favorite rappers, bro.
Right
all
now?
Time. Yeah, all time, bro.
What?
All time top 5, bro. Freddie Gibbs, bro.
Oh,
I'm sorry. That dude is fire, bro.
Y'all heard it live.
Off
right
Bell,
here.
he got 2 Off Bell classics, bro.
Y'all
and
heard
you
it.
can say any more of them is classics, but I know Pinata and Bandana are classics, bro.
It's really good albums, man. I cannot doubt you there, bro. Like top tier,
man.
Top tier, bro. And so even after living with it, I think it was immaculate. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing, man. I think it was a great project. I'm still bumping it to this day. So I'm in, man. Freddie Gibbs, you have sold me. I will be buying a ticket to your show when you are in Detroit, or if I'm near you. Shit, nigga, I might be at Coachella or some shit. So you probably gonna be on Coachella when it come back, nigga. But yeah, man. So we're gonna go to our segment called "Was That Trash?" Now, me and Bones will get together, man. And we'll sit in a room. We will listen to an album the day it comes out, like the second that it drops, and we get together. We listen to the joint, and then we immediately record our thoughts right after we listen to it. A lot of y'all podcasters out there, you know, y'all can't come with these types of takes and do that shit so raw and organically like that, man. Y'all scared because y'all be listening to them bitches 37 times, and then y'all get on air talk about some, yeah, man, I listened to it once or twice, you know, woo, woo. So, man, this is raw and uncut right after we listen to the album. This is Was That Trash? Mic check, mic check, alright, we live. Everything sounds like okay. And we are good to go. Now, this is some new shit that we are going to try one day.
Hello. Go up.
Alright, man. So me and the homie, the Lovely Bones, was chilling. And we decided, man, we want to talk about new fucking albums. So, here we are. Talking about new fucking albums. One of those being Chris Brown and Young Thug, Slime and B. Now, the premise of this show is pretty much simple as fuck. We hear the song one time, and then we talk about it. We hear this whole album one time, and then we talk about it. I'm trying to pull up the album here, and after we go ahead and talk about it that one time, and that first listen, we go back maybe a week, and then we listen to it again.
Or live with it. Come back to talking about it.
Exactly, yeah. We just want to live with the whole project for a little bit of time. So, what we can do is start from scratch. First song, Say You Love Me. Now, I wasn't super duper hype about this one, man.
Man, let me start off by saying this, though. I was excited for this. When they first posted this, like, I was hyped. You know what I'm saying?
For the album, for sure. I was hyped about it.
Yeah, because it was like Young Thugger, he got a lot of range, especially with his voice and everything, but you never see him with a lot of R&B singers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I always wanted to like hear him in that bag, you know what I'm saying, with the R&B singers. So to put Chris Brown, because Chris Brown can get in a lot of rappers' bags and shit. So I was excited to hear that shit and hear Chris Brown step into Thugger's world, sing on some Thugger beats. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, that was tight. Just to see them cross brands and kind of go with each other's flow, bring each other into each other's world. We seen Chris Brown get his chance to do his own kind of thing at the end.
Yeah.
It was,
you gotta do that, man.
It was anticipated. I mean, as soon as they announced it, I'm like, holy shit, I didn't know I wanted this, but I do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was hyped about it too.
Yeah, but yeah, the first song though, was cool. I'm fucking with the first song.
Fuck that shit. That shit was trash, dog. I'm like, this supposed to be the song that brings you in and it gets you hype about this whole fucking project, and this shit did not do it for me. Now it set the tone.
Yeah,
it set a tone, but I don't think it was good enough to be the song number one.
I'm fucking with Trap Back. That's the song I really fuck with.
Okay, Trap Back was a cool song.
Yeah, that was very memorable.
Yeah. I mean, it brought me straight back to like those T.I. days, you know, a couple albums ago from Tip. Reminded me of that, because what was that? When he came back for the first time, when he first got out of jail.
No Mercy?
No Mercy. He had that Trap Back Jumping song. That was the first single from that. So I was.
Oh no, you're talking about Trouble Man.
Oh, that was from Trouble Man, wasn't it? Yeah, I was not super rocking with that song, but this song I could definitely do. So this is the Trap Back. This is the real Trap Back Jumping. I'm sorry, T.I.
I don't know what's the name of the song with, or not the name of the song, but the song. I don't know who Old Boy is on the song with him and Gunna. Them and Gunna.
Mm-hmm. Right, no, because is it a name there?
Lil Duke.
Lil Duke, okay. See, look, I think that's one of Thug's boys. I heard Thug just be putting niggas on, like, everybody around him, he put them niggas on. So I think any of the foreign names here is Thug's people. Straight up.
Yeah.
So, no, but I don't think they were doing exemplary jobs. I think they were okay. But it seemed more kind of placeholdery, the features.
Yeah.
Like they was really trying to put people on, like for real, and it's highly appreciated. But it's like, yo, you kind of like killed some songs, if you ask me.
It's cool.
Like some of them songs could have used. You know, I could have did without the Shad the Gods and Major Nines. I don't even remember much of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it took in order for you to be a feature verse and you don't stand out at all. Just speaks volumes. No puns. But, I mean, Big Slimes, though. Oh, yeah, I was off that.
Big Slime, yeah.
Big Slimes, I was off that, though. I did like that song. It was just, like I said, the fact that dude didn't stand out like that. It just wasn't a great performance by Lil Duke.
Okay, I'm rocking with it, though.
Animal
the production
like
was
cool
crazy
song.
on here, though.
No, I mean, but see, the production kind of sounded a lot. All of the songs kind of start having a similar vibes, like, and that is one thing that I really did notice.
No, because I feel like they went to Cali for a minute.
Maybe they might have did a little Cali swing somewhere in the middle, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. But it seemed like a lot of the time they spent a lot of time in Thug and Gunna producers' world.
The song with E40 and Too Short. That
song with E40 and Too Short is a fucking slammer. Like
yeah,
I can't wait to go out and be out. Well, I can wait, but when I'm out and about and I'm in the streets and I hear that joint, yeah, I can't wait to see what the response is.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, because I'm rocking with that one for sure. What Undrunk? But see, but the thing I didn't like about it was
Undrunk. Oh, that is Undrunk. No, it's Stolen too.
I didn't like the hook for Undrunk. That's the thing about that one. Like, it wasn't it.
No, it's just a song with Hood Baby. That's the song I like.
Okay. The Hood,
I was looking at the track list.
Hoodie Baby, right. Yeah, no. That song was okay to me. I have mixed feelings about it. Especially with it being the last song, and it's the one where it's Chris Brown and not Young Thug. You know what I'm saying? I figured it would be like a different type of performance, or we would have got something different from it. But we just got what we got from fucking, what we got from Hoodie Baby. You know what I'm saying? Like something that wasn't super memorable. You know, at the end of the day,
this is better than Fan of a Fan though. First listen,
I think it's better than
The
Fan of
album,
a
the
Fan
album.
first listen. That's a good take. That's a really good take. I can definitely agree with that one. When it comes to Chris Brown collab albums, this is what we got. What we have is
I don't know. The
and
Fan of the Fan mixtapes was crazy though, but not the
they
album.
were I can definitely say with confidence that the mixtape was better than the album.
Yeah,
I think I can say that with confidence for sure, both of them. But yeah, I mean, with that being said, off the first listen, and then we can double back. And we'll provide another episode or part or however we want to do it with how we feel after we've lived with it for a minute. So most certainly, everybody, how did you feel? Leave your thoughts, opinions, comments below. Like and subscribe to the channel so you can make sure you catch these. It's just something new we're going to try every now and then. And we're going to drop these while we're on hiatus from Is It a Classic? Is It a Classic will be back, though, very soon. And we're going to try to drop them kind of in between each other throughout the week so that you can get some dope-ass content, man. You got any last, words about the album? 12 songs. Just came out today, May 5th. We already gave it a listen. And, yeah, man. So before we give it our first listen feedback, I don't know what you want to call it. I guess response to it or review.
What you get out of 5 first listen?
Shit. Out of 5 first listen, this shit got like a 3. There's some songs that I know will make my new jams playlist. That's pretty much the one, my personal joint. But all of the new smoke from the Undrunk. I think Animal was one. Big Slimes. Trap Back. I think those will most certainly make that playlist. So I think those out of 12 songs, with those 4 being 3/4 of it. I mean, quarter of it for the most part. I think I can give it a 3 and be happy with that. I can be happy with a 3.
I give it a 4. I was excited for it. I think first listen, it definitely sounded like I thought it would. Like they didn't exceed expectation, but they didn't. They delivered. They delivered. I feel like this is good enough to say they delivered.
Yeah, I think so, and that's why. But I think that's all it's good enough for is to say that they deliver, and that's why I got to give it a 3 because all they did was deliver.
Yeah, I can live. Well, so that's an average of 3.5.
So that was our original opening thoughts on what we thought of the album at first, and so we are back with what we think of the album after we have lived with it for some time. I'm going to get pulled up on the screen here. Eventually, we're going to get an intern who we can tell what to do when it comes to pulling up shit like this. So can you give a quick just thought process of what you thought about the album?
I don't remember what I said when it first came out, bro. I don't remember what I said. I do remember I thought it was fire.
Right.
A surprise collab by 2 people I think will mesh with well.
Right.
But
yeah, most certainly.
Now, I actually have been living with a couple of these songs, like the Say You Love Me, what's the song with E40 and Too Short. She Bumped Her Head. I've been living with those songs.
All right, Undrunk, right.
And I think those are good songs.
You want to rock it with Stolen?
I don't remember it. So now I'm thinking those songs are just songs I'm just gonna put on a playlist. Mm-hmm. It was a cool project for what it was worth. I'm still gonna give it. I don't know what I gave it before. Like I said, I'm still gonna get it as a 3.5, bro. It was fun.
Right.
It was fun, and I got 3 songs. And how many songs was it?
I want to say it was something like 15. 1, 2, 3,
13?
4, 5,
13?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah.
13 songs. Yeah, and 2 of them, both of them on there. So
yeah. I mean, still, I don't remember what I said before either. So, but right now, I feel like this was a big batch of mediocre. Trap back jumping, I found myself singing, but that and Stolen really were like the only songs that I found myself singing. I tried to live with it. I really just don't like the album enough to continuously bang it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I found myself banging Freddie Gibbs' album an extra time,
you know what I mean?
instead of listening to this one when I was supposed to. So, you know, if I gave it a 3.5 before, it'd get a 3 now. You know what I'm saying? I think I gave it a 3.
It was cool, man.
So,
it was cool.
Yeah, man. That is just what we think as of June the 3rd. And so it's been a minute. The album was out for quite some time, and we definitely sat with it for quite some time. Next up, we got your boy Drizzy Drake, Dark Lane demo tapes.
And again, I don't remember what I said or rated this.
Man,
I'm
I know
living with these
sort of low.
songs.
I rated it sort of low. I think I gave it like a 3 or a 3.5 maybe.
It's a vibe. This shit is pretty fire.
This shit is a super vibe, nigga. What the fuck was I thinking?
This shit is fire, bro. The song Future Desires, that's an old song, but that shit is just
no, it's always rocked for me, man.
Yeah.
Time Flies.
Time Flies, that was the first song I liked on there.
For sure, ended up liking it later. I definitely didn't like it at first, I don't think.
When to Say When and Chicago Freestyle, I'll play those now.
I definitely fuck with those songs now. Chicago Freestyle, I think I remember saying that the second half of it, bro, he could keep. Nah, man, I take all that shit back, dog. That first whole half of that first album, dog. Like,
that
Deep
shit
Pockets,
bang,
from Deep Pockets to D4L, this shit is nuts. Like, so I'm definitely giving it a 4, a solid 4, dog. And like you said before, I think you was
it's like
saying
it's not album. It's like
it's not. But no, you were saying it's not an album. You know what I'm saying? So we're not gonna count it as an album. But man, is it good?
Yeah, and just like the Slum B album, it's just a couple songs I'm taking, putting on a playlist, even though it's a lot more songs.
Right.
Because I'm definitely putting like 5 of these.
I definitely kind of got them spread on certain playlists. You know what I'm saying?
You know
like, it's certain vibes that I'm peppering around here. You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait to see what you got next.
I can't wait to see what the real deal is, for sure, man. We didn't leave no segment for y'all to hear what we thought previously. So, we gonna do that right now, man. Here's what we thought at first.
And here it is right here. Cut it out right here.
It's Dark Lane demo tapes for discussion. Now, Deep Pockets, man. What you think of this intro?
It was cool. It was cool. Nothing on here, nothing on here really like stood out for real.
No, let's do a deep dive. Let's try to really do a deep dive, because I think really, like, because the opening track is important. You know, Drake is one of those artists where he fuck around and he always creates a really good intro and a good vibe to kind of set the tone. And this was like super bottom of the barrel type like intro to me. Like, he could have went somewhere else, but I love the shot that he took at Jill Scott. It's almost like he was, tipping his hat to her, like, yo, if you're single, you should holler at your boy. You know what I'm saying? But overall, it really wasn't super impressive.
It was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool as mid.
Could have done without the second half of When to Say When. I liked the album, or the video version of it. You know what I'm saying? Where it wasn't as much of it. That flow kind of got repetitive over time. So I wasn't really rocking with that, like, once I heard the full track. I was anticipating hearing that full song over the Song Cry instrumental. Ain't that the one?
Yeah, and that's just like something like just paying homage for real. That's why I was like, Like, I get it.
I dig it, but yeah, that was pretty much the whole gist of that one. Could have done without that second half of that song. This Giveon kid on the Chicago Freestyle, this nigga is the new sampler. Like,
that's the Eminem flip, right?
Yes. And I literally thought it was Sampler the first listen. I'm like, oh yeah, he's resurfaced. But where is Sampler? Is he in an OVO basement somewhere tied up? Because he just like really disappeared. Like, and it's not cool. I would like to hear more from Sampler. But until then, I think this guy is gonna be able to take his place. Got a fucking soulful ass voice. Like I said, it's pretty much
like
Sampler's voice. And it does sound like a sample. It does sound sampling. But they said that was like some young guy from the crew if they had just brought in the OVO. So.
Okay. Yeah, he do got a soulful voice. The song was cool. It was better than the first song. It's definitely better than the first song. And then there was another song just paying homage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think that's what make it cool.
Right. Yeah. I mean, once again, at the end of the day, though, it's kind of like, I think it's the best song so far. For sure. Chicago Freestyle. Not You Too. What you think? Chris Brown, Drake.
I'm not rocking with that song.
Man, you better stop it. I ain't either, nigga. Because motherfucking... Come on, dog. It was a super throwaway. We can obviously tell from their little sessions from doing... I'm pretty sure once they went and got back together for the Chris Brown song.
Or one of the other songs they recorded that night.
For sure, like, yeah, it was definitely something. I think that's all they got. I think that's all they did. And they just, you know what I'm saying? They was just like, you know what? Since I got it, I'm going to just use it. And come on, man. It was super mids. Tootsie Slide.
Mid. I understand why Drake did it.
I understand why he did it too. And it is super catchy. I will give it that much. It's actually a really catchy song when it comes down to it. But see, at the end of the day, I feel like that about the Times Flies joint too. Like, damn, I didn't even see that nigga. It was like almost annoyingly catchy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I think that was like a great juxtaposition. I really think he should have broke those two tracks apart. Because both of those tracks was just super catchy,
4?
Annoying tracks. But no. That's actually
that's
he did good.
Slide.
He did good with putting Desires in between them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Desires.
Because Desires is the best song on this album. I love this shit. I've loved it ever since I heard the leak of it a long time ago. Maybe it was a few months ago. But yes, I'm super rocking with Desires.
Desires, yeah, that shit's fire.
Like I said, Time Flies is kind of a pass to me. It's just there. Landed, mid.
Time Flies was
D4L.
D4L was.
I want to go to a fucking party. I want to go to Rouge Park and drive around for a minute and listen to that and hear somebody banging that and like just see the environment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I gotta really...
It's like a mood song.
Yeah, I gotta live with it. I want to be somewhere. Yeah, I want to be somewhere when I hear it, not fucking here at the house playing the game.
Yeah.
So, Pain 1997 was meh. Come on, man.
I don't remember that song. What song was that?
That's the new Playboi Carti song.
Nah, I ain't rocking.
No, Pain 1993. Pain 1993 is the song with Playboi Carti.
Yeah, I'm not rocking.
It's man. I'm using the title of Playboi Carti's new joint to explain this song.
At me?
No, it's called Man. He got another one out called MEH, nigga. So yes, I think that describes it pretty well. I could definitely do without this. Put this shit back in the hard drive, Drake.
Yeah, please. Take it out the hard drive, delete it.
Right, get rid of it for sure. Losses.
Losses was a good song.
That last place double bar was a stretch. He had like a last place in my country. The last time I was in last place, I was in my last place bar. You know what I'm saying? It was cool, but it was sort of a stretch to me. But he won the race with Losses. It was one of the better songs, especially.
Hey, what's the song where he said, I'm getting taller like my nephews or something? What did he say?
Got my money, something about my money growing like my nephews or something, growing fast. But what, that was like a heat?
That was fine.
Yeah, no, I can definitely relate for sure. 100% can relate. I got one nephew, but that little nigga, man, he always needs some new shoes and shit, man. When they little like that, it just seems like it's too fast. Time just fly the fuck by. So, from Florida with love. In my notes, I just got like, you got your shit right. From Florida with love. In my notes, I just got a question mark. Bitch, I get my ass lit up.
And what song was that?
From Florida with love. It was the second before last song, or the first before last song, right before that.
And what was the last song? War.
Yes. No, Demons.
No.
It was Demons, then War.
Okay.
And Dog. From Florida with love, not even really worth discussing. Once again, it's another miss. But when I heard Demons, we got wrecked.
Yeah.
We got wrecked. I hope y'all enjoy watching us get wrecked, dog. We've been getting wrecked every episode. But from when I heard Demons, I was like, if I gotta hear one more Man's Them Drake verse, I'm gonna go to war with fucking Drake and OVO, nigga. We going to war. And then 3 minutes and 24 seconds later, bless you, fucking war comes.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
And that's the
song
drill
from
song?
both of them were.
Right,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? He had the
The beats was cool.
Men's them man, men's them killing, nigga them men's them killing. I do not like when this nigga Drake rap like that. I guess overseas they love it and they eat that shit up. But he needs to make a UK version so we don't have to count all these points against him.
But overall, it's just a vibe, man. When you get to the last couple songs, it's like nah, but it's definitely a vibe.
Yeah, man. First listen, what I will give it is a vibe. Definitely something that you can just cut on and just kind of have on when you got people around, and maybe kind of low in volume, but it's on and nobody minds.
And these are all old songs.
So yeah. So once again, it is a Lucy catalog. I get it, and he tried to really I think he tried to. Here's a hot take. He tried to oversell it by trying to make it seem like leaks. This shit was not no fucking leaks. I think he was putting that shit on his fucking self. Trying to make it seem like leaks. Yeah, because Desires, it was a bunch of songs that kind of came out ahead, a lot ahead.
Yeah.
And I think he was doing the leaks himself to kind of make it seem like, oh, it's just a Lucy. It's just some Lucy's.
That's what they do before the album.
Exactly, though. But my thing is, he tried to make it seem like that he had no part in it. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing.
That's what you gotta do, man.
Fuck that, man. That shit was whack. That shit was whack. Nah, man, them songs was old, man, them bitches, but we out here rocking right now.
But just because they was old and he put it out like that, I'm definitely gonna give him a 3.5.
I'm gonna give him a solid 3, man. I hate to do that for a second episode in a row, man, but it was just mid. It was okay, but Drake is held to a much different standard in this shit, and I expect much more from the men.
I hope we are gonna get more from the album.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like living with. We definitely gonna get another album this year. But I think after living with this, I don't think it's gonna do much for me. Like I said, it's a certain song or two that I know I'll live well with, and I always rock with Desires in Chicago Freestyle. But once again, I need to hear D4L out in the streets, and that. I have a limited capacity to do that right now. So losses.
Once again, losses, yeah. With losses, he won it back with the storytelling, most certainly. Okay, and so in the end, you saying it was a motherfucking 3.5.
3.5, man.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 3. So all in all, that averages out to a 3. So
3.25.
3.25, whatever. It's a fucking 3. And it wasn't trash.
It wasn't trash.
It wasn't trash.
It was a vibe.
It was definitely a bop, you know what I'm saying? A little bop real quick, So most certainly, man, at the end of the day, what do you think? You are the listener and you are so important to us, and we care what you think, man. So let us know in the comments. I'm going to respond to everybody, man, and we can chop it up on this project right here and why you think it was trash, or maybe why you agree why it wasn't trash. So, one more time for the... Alright, so 1 up. Motherfucking Wanna, dog. I haven't heard the entire thing. It was spotty, but what did you kind of think about it originally? First listen, I really haven't heard it.
What I think about Gunna anyway, I think he's one of those people. To me, this is just my personal opinion. He sounds good on other people's songs or like coupled with other people.
For sure.
I do know he worked hard on this album. It was one of those ones like, man, I'm really gonna craft a good project.
Right.
And to me, it just still seemed like the beats just overshadowed Gunna to me.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? However, Dollars on Your Head, Gimmick was a good song. Blindfold, Cooler Than a Bitch, Top Floor. But these are all songs with other people. You know what I'm saying? Far, right. You know what I'm saying? But it's not a bad album, and I appreciate his growth.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. Because that's what I did notice off the first couple songs. I think I only did hear like Argentina Gimmick, like a couple of those, and it did sound like it was some kind of growth. I'll be honestly say that I didn't hear a lot of it. So once again, we can come back. Hopefully we can get this show done now on a weekly basis. So hopefully I can come back next week and I can have something good to say. And
I'm gonna still try to listen to it again, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a listen.
I give people shit, but if your shit trash, bro, I'm like,
right.
Man.
It's like,
and this shit not trash, bro. This shit is actually like the beats are good on here. You know what I mean? Right. So,
and that's real quick. Like Future's album, I think I was telling you before. It was sort of like off air. I was telling you that it's sort of like. You got to be outside. You got to be outdoors. You got to be in the car. You got to be going somewhere.
I was in a Lyft and the Lyft driver was playing. I was like, yo, this shit is kind of fire, bro.
Yeah,
I gotta run back through that.
For sure, man. So it's definitely worth going back and revisiting. To anybody that didn't listen to it, it's definitely worth a shot. But I guess we could end this conversation, man, talking about pop-ups. What were you talking about? What were you saying about them?
Is it okay for your significant other to pop up? Or when is it okay for them to pop up?
Now, define significant other.
Your girlfriend. Your girlfriend. Because ain't no hoes popping up, man. Don't have that hoe pop up.
See, you got to be specific. You know what I'm saying? Some bitches think they significant. You know what I'm saying?
I dig it.
So that's definitely a thing. I definitely do not agree.
Call first, man.
I definitely think anybody that comes to my house should call me. I could be...
Nigga, I never call.
You don't call because you are disrespectful of the ways of my domain, okay? But people need to call me, all right? Call me, man.
Yeah, you gotta call me because I'm the type of nigga...
Game.
I don't give a fuck what you see or anything. I'm not answering the door, and I'm definitely denying everything. You ain't see shit.
Nothing happened.
I wasn't even home.
Everything that's happening right now is null and
void. Hey,
void.
look, I wasn't even home. I was at home sleep. I wasn't at home. I was at home sleep.
Period, man. Hey, so I wasn't at home. I was at home sleep. Right. That's exactly how it's popping. Because don't pop up on me. Don't do it. It's unwritten rule to relationships, because when I do it to you, it's gonna seem stalkerish and I'm gonna be irate or something. You know what I'm saying? For doing it. Then I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But when you do it, it's okay. No, once you see that personal space line, man, you gotta respect that motherfucker. So I'm definitely with you. Tell us, what do y'all think?
What if they got a key though?
Okay.
What if they got a key?
You have to respect they whole shit then. That's the point of me having a house. Like, I feel like until I'm married,
you know what I mean?
Always going to have a crib. I'm sorry.
I'm saying, though, married, what if you got a key to her crib, though? Would you just pop up and...
Yes. It's warranted. It's a given. You can slide over here if you need to. I was just in the area, and I was just going to go in your fridge right quick, because I was over here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I work down the street and shit.
Period. Like, I was driving by, fuck it, stop over here, and... That's the kind of...
I ain't got no spare key.
That's why you do not get a key from me. Bitch, you do not get a key from me. So, with that being said, dog, I do want to say one more thing before we leave. Ladies and gentlemen, if you motherfucking haven't heard, the motherfucking song is out right motherfucking now. It's motherfucking Bitcoin, bitches. And it's out right motherfucking now. So I need everybody. This is the only song I can play here without getting flagged. If they flag me, I'm gonna be pissed and I'm gonna have to go talk to somebody. But I start making, hey, make sure y'all motherfuckers go listen to that, man. This is motherfucking J Focus.
The Lovely Bones.
And this is the motherfucking Wake and Bake podcast. Each and every Saturday morning. Get high, bitch.